Everybody, welcome to an all new video with Matt. Today I'm going to show you how I made this awesome kayak stand. So stick around, I'm going to show you how. Hey guys, let's go over everything we're going to need to do this project. You will need some 4x4 lumber, the post kind that is treated. You will need some 2x4 lumber, also treated, a pen or pencil for making marks. You'll need a tape measure, a speed square, wood clamps, a circle saw or miter saw, doesn't really matter. You'll need a hammer or a impact driver, screws or nails. And if you're going to use nails, I recommend the 3-inch nails or the 3-inch screws, and paint and stain is optional. So let's go over the cut sheet right here, guys. This is everything you're going to need to put this together. On your 4x4s, you'll need 2 cut at 5 foot. And you'll need 2 cut at 14 inches. On your 2x4 lumber, you'll need 10 cut at 3 feet, 2 of them cut at 6 foot. You'll need 2 at 30 inches with 45s cut at each end, guys. And you'll need 2 of them cut at 14 inches. So let's go ahead and get started now. Alright guys, welcome back. Let's get started. We're going to need our 2 5-foot 4x4s that we cut right there, guys. Then we're going to need our 2 14-inch 4x4s that we cut. And then we're going to need 4 of our 3-foot 2x4s that we cut. Guys, so now what you want to do, that you got all those pieces laid out, you want to go ahead and just take one of your 5-footers, your 3-footers, and your 14-inch pieces, just like that right there, guys. And you want to go ahead and line those up nice and tight. Use clamps if you need to. You can use screws or nails with this application. I recommend using nails for better quality, but you can use screws if you got screws. But go ahead, line up your pieces at the bottoms of each piece right here, just like this, going flat across. Go ahead and nail that down or screw it down into place. Then you'll flip it over and you will put your second piece right there going across the same exact way. So go ahead and get that part built for your first one, and then you'll go ahead and do your second set just like that. Alright guys, once you get that one side done, you just turn it over, put your other 3-footer going across, clamp it down, and go ahead and nail that down also. And then you want to go ahead and build your second part. Alright guys, so before we put our 2 6-footers going across from each other, we need to take our 2 14-inch boards that we have right here cut, and we need to go ahead and line them up inside this track just like that. Get that nice and squared with your 4x4, and go ahead and nail or screw that into place first. Alright guys, now you've got both of your 14-inch pieces put into place. Now you can take your 2 6-foot pieces and you want to lay them across and stretch out your back ends right there and your fronts right there. You just want to line them up nice and tight. Like, it's not like that right now, but go ahead and get your first one lined up nice and tight up against your 4x4 and lined up with the outside right here. Go ahead and nail that down. Do the same thing for your back side. Go ahead and get those nailed nice and tight. Then you can line up the other end over here and go ahead and get those nailed down into place. Alright guys, so now you can see it's starting to come together. That is our main base of the frame right there, guys. So let's go ahead and take 2 more of our 3-foot boards that we've cut out, and that is going to be the arms for the first deck right there, guys. And what you're going to do is you're going to lay them on there just like that right there. Go ahead and take your clamps, make sure they're nice and tight, lined up just like that right there. Clamp them down into place. And go ahead and screw those into place and do your other side also. Alright guys, so now we're going to take 2 more of our 3-foot boards and we're going to line them straight on top of the bottom arms that we did along the 4x4s, just like we did right here, and clamp those down. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's going to be like this. And clamp those into place right there, and then go ahead and nail or screw that board into place. That is going to be used to support your second arm coming out, guys. So go ahead and get both of your 3-footers nailed or screwed into place right now. Alright guys, so now we are down to our last 4 boards. We got our middle braces and we got our 2 top arms, our 2 3-footers right here, right? So go ahead and take your 2 3-foot boards. You're going to line them straight going out like this on top of your brace board right here, guys. And you're going to go ahead and screw or nail those into place. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You want to go ahead and get that nice and tight. Use your clamps and go ahead and nail that into place right there, and do that on the other side. Alright guys, so before we go ahead and put our last 2 boards on, just wanted to show some people out there that don't know how to do this right here, guys. So we're going to be cutting a double-sided 45 cut, right? So just take your speed square just like that, line it up on the end of your board just like that. That right there is a 45-degree angle right there, right? So just line it up on one end just like that, pop your mark just like that. Go ahead and cut that line right from the end right here, from this end. Once you make your cut, pull your tape out, right? I'm going with 30 inches on my boards. Now, depending on how big your bottom kayak is, you might have to adjust that a little bit, but I'm going to go with 30 inches for this rack, right? So go ahead and cut that line right there at a 45. And you can use your miter saw, but if you're using a skill saw, this is where this will come into play. But then you'll take your tape, pull from that end right there. Once you've made your cut, you pull down to about 30 inches, right? Put you a little mark on your board, right? You're going to do the opposite next time. You're going to do like this right here, basically, but at your 30-inch mark. So say this board, say that's my 30-inch mark right here, right? On this board, 30 inches. I'm going to line that up with that mark right on the line, just like that right there, guys. And then you would cut out that part right there. That is going to give you your 2 45 ends, and that will make your middle brace. So let's go ahead and get our middle braces put on now. Alright guys, so let's go ahead and get one of our braces put on. What you want to do is you want to take one of your boards, right? There's my little 30-inch piece that we cut out. You want to stick it on there until you get it nice and flat right there. Get it lined up here at the top, just like that right there. Go ahead and make you a little mark, kind of trace that, right? Once you've made that little trace line right there on your bottom board, you want to pull your tape measure 1 3/4. That's going to mark the center of your board, right? So we're going to go 1 3/4. That is now the center mark right there, guys. So what we're going to do is line that up with the center of this board right here, which, let's see, 1.5 inches, let's say 3/4 will be our lineup. So we got that mark right there. Now we can line those marks up. And go ahead and nail those into place. Alright guys, once you've got your little center pieces right there nailed on, and I also recommend using some screws in the bottom part and on the top part to go in on the sides right there guys. But once you've got that built, you can go ahead and put your first kayak on the bottom right there, test it out, and then you can go ahead and throw you a second one on the top. Alright guys, now we got our top kayak put on right there. I always recommend storing your kayaks upside down, that way it doesn't fill in with water and good leaves and nasty slime and all that in there. So that is going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Be sure to hit that like button down below for me guys, and leave a comment. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a wonderful week ahead. Peace.